It's really dark, isn't it? Hello guys, thank you for coming back, for tuning in again. It's the Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. So I'm joined today again by Mr. Olawale Osan. I said it correctly, thank God. Hey. So thank you all for tuning in again. So it's the Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. And our topic for today is how to start a business successfully and how to run it successfully. All the questions regarding business. And I was just speaking to Mr. Olawale, just, about the challenges that I faced trying to find, for example, a designer for an idea that I had. And he was just saying, it's tough. But, what I wanted to do, obviously, is do different design for greetings cards and different ideas that I had. And he was saying, what did you say?
Well, what I'll say to you there is, number one, you need to have a number of designs you need for yourself.
Okay.
Now, when I was going to design Journey to Beulah has 64 cards. Okay. Now, it has 64 cards. I was getting offers. Some people were offering to design one for about £80. Just one card for about £80, and that's excluding the box, excluding the board, excluding the other thing. So we can do 80 times 64. You know how much that's going to be. So eventually, there are places that you can go to get help. I eventually found my.
Did it take a lot of time to research then?
To research the game. To
research, for example, to find a designer.
Yeah, it took a long time to find a designer. Finding a designer and finalizing the design was one of the most difficult things that happened. But eventually, I found a guy that I love this work. The guy is based in Argentina.
What?
My designer was based in Argentina.
Do you hear that, guys?
So I found a guy in Argentina that was willing to do it. For a very good price. Now that said, I was working almost 24 hours a day because I send the guy my designs and I describe what I want him to draw on those cards, and the next morning he sends them to me. So I review them before I go into the office, make any changes, send it back to him. That's how we're doing. So I go into the office for a 9 to 5, come back in the evening, start working on Journey to Beulah as well. Same thing weekends, same thing on Sundays.
So 9 to 5 in the office and then continue the rest of your day.
Yes.
Trying to build this idea.
Yeah, so there are hacks around this. You don't have to pay somebody, £5,000 just to design something. Go on people per hour. You find people that are willing to do that do good work. There's people per hour. There's Fiverr.com.
So people per hour.
Yeah, people per hour.
So you just go on Google and just search for that.
Yeah, exactly. Just go on Google and search for that. There's people per hour. There's Fiverr.com. And there's Upwork. There's some other places you can go to find people that do good work and are willing to help you bring your ideas to life.
Wow. So personally, which website did you go to?
People per hour.
Wow.
And you see, the thing is, I'd been looking for someone for a while. So it was a friend now told me about people per hour, and I went on there. So which is why, just to underscore the point that you need to have people around you to help you. You have to find them. Whatever it is you need to do, you have to find them.
Wow. So that's so amazing. So yes, this is a question to the answer of how do you find people to help you with the ideas, or for example design the ideas. Okay, so we're going to go back on the radio side. So thank you for tuning in. If you tune in to Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. My name is Amanda, the host for this show. Hope you're having a blessed and wonderful evening. So guys, our topic for today is starting a business and running it successfully. And I am joined by an entrepreneur, business project manager, as well as the founder and the creator of Journey to Beulah. Their award-winning and best-selling board game, Bible-based board game. Hello, sir. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me once again, Amanda. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. And so going back to our conversation of finding the right people to help you the product, how could you trust these people? That somebody's out there, obviously online, saying, I can design, your board game for £5. Just give you the money and I'll design. I'm in Argentina. Yeah, do trust me. How can you just all of a sudden trust somebody?
As I was saying, you see, these sites they operate on they have a level of trust system in place. So what happens is, when you find someone that you want to do your work, if let's say you agree on the price to say £8,000, they can send you an invoice to say, give me a deposit, so I know I won't have wasted my effort on this. So you make a deposit of say £250 out of £1,000. That money doesn't actually go to them.
Wow.
The site, it goes into escrow and the site holds it. So when they finish the job, they send you an invoice. When you're happy with the job they've done, you pay them off.
Wow.
That's how it works. So it's
That's
you
amazing.
don't give them money, ahead of time. You give them the money when they finished the job. That's how it works.
Wow. So you have to check the work they're doing. They can't just get up and do what they want.
No. Like I said, Johnny Beulah has 64 cards. The board is there. The box is there. To design, and he was designing them one card at a time. After he finished this, I said, okay, all right, that's fine. Let's move to the next one. I'll send them what I need him to do, and he does it.
Wow. Thank you so much. I think I've got some comments as well from different people. I'll just have a look on here. Okay. I've got some different comments that I'll probably just go around. Wow, so we've got different comments from different people, and I'll just read it out. Sorry, Isaac Benjamin, I know that we went on a break and we're not able to read out your comments, but Isaac Benjamin Yako, thank you so much for joining us again. He says, it's always important to identify the ideas in us because they have the potential to transform generations. Many ideas have helped to heal diseases. Some have created jobs for the less privileged, and some have turned deserts into beautiful cities. Some ideas brought light to the darkest places. Our ideas are greater than we think. Wow.
I totally agree with what Isaac or Benjamin, what's his name?
Together. Isaac Benjamin.
Isaac Benjamin, that's a very great thing. Now, one thing else I'm going to talk about this evening is about ideas.
Wow.
Now, if you put 100 people in a room and ask them, do you have any ideas? Almost 100 of them will say, no, I don't have any ideas for doing anything. But the problem is, the thing is not the problem. The truth of the matter is, everybody has ideas. If there's something you're not happy about, that's an opportunity for a business. Okay? Say you're going out in the morning now, there's always something that snags your dress or something on the way. It happens to a lot of people in their houses. That's an idea. Some people got fed up of waiting for taxis in Los Angeles.
So they started Uber.
Exactly, they started Uber. All sorts of things. I was just walking on the road. Like I said, no background in design. No background in manufacturing. No background in any of those things. Just a question that how come we don't have Bible-based board games that we can get behind the Christian community? And because my passion, my drive, my tenacity led me to create this.
Yes, that's amazing. That's a best-selling Bible board game, Journey to Beulah, and it's got the contents in there as one game board, 4 tokens, and 1 die. What's that?
You use the dice.
Oh, the dice.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk more about the game at some point. Definitely, and we tell you where to get it. I know there's different places that you can get this game.
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. It's on eBay. It's in a number of Christian bookshops as well. But the easiest place to get it's Amazon. Just look for Journey to Beulah. It's there. 5-star rated. You get it on Amazon. Get it on eBay.
Wow. Thank you, Jeff Levi, for joining us. So this is the Keeping It Real show, Reconcilers Radio, and I'm joined by Mr. Olawale, who is an entrepreneur. I'm struggling to open the board game, so he'll open it for me. Yes, and then today our topic is starting a business and running it successfully. So the name of the Bible board game, sorry, Dr. Vincent, is Journey to
Beulah.
Journey to Beulah.
Beulah.
Journey to Beulah.
Beulah. Journey to Beulah.
Yeah, Journey to Beulah. So that's the name of the board game. Journey.
Yeah. Journey to Beulah is for anybody that is wondering where that name comes from. Beulah is from Isaiah 62 verse 4.
Wow.
That's where God was telling His children that I'll give you a new name, and I'll give you a new name, Hephzibah, and your land shall be called Beulah, which means blessed and favored. So, Journey to Beulah, it's about a journey. You go around the board and you go to Beulah, which is the blessed and favored place in the Bible. So for all of you wanting to get to Beulah, get a copy of the game and take a journey around the board all the way to Beulah.
Wow, wow. So there's, we're going to go more in detail about the board, and definitely we want to keep answering all your questions as well. Thank you, Joe, all the way from Northampton, for tuning in and for joining us. Thank you for all those who joined us earlier as well. Thank you, Austin from Netherlands, for tuning in and joining us as well. Says, I'm tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in. So going on to the questions, just go on one more question, and then we'll go on to, to talking more about the different areas that we would like to talk about today. So I also have another message from Blessing. Thank you so much, Blessing, for all your questions. They're really a blessing because everybody else is going to learn from them. Okay, so it says, how do I approach someone who is already successful in the field I'm interested in to be my mentor?
Right. Well, that's not an easy one, but because the easy answer is just write to them, and they'll respond or reply. But the truth of the matter is, someone that's already successful in their chosen career will probably have a number of people coming across them wanting them to help them.
Sometimes they probably not even speak to you. Sorry.
Exactly. So it's not just a case of you just writing to them. They need to see that you're serious. When you write to them, try to find out what are they passionate about. You need to write a very clear script to them to say, this is what I'm doing.
Your English has to be on point.
No, yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is where I need your help. This is where this can go to. You need to make it clear to them. Make a logical case to them. It's not just that, oh yeah, my name is this, I'm doing this, and I would like you to be my mentor because you'll be successful in this area. It's not that straightforward. And another way to do it is network. Network. You meet people. For example, if you're interested in maybe something to do with the tech world, there are loads of free events you can go to find people. So there's just no one mentor you can get. You can get. If someone wants Richard Branson to be their mentor now, do you know how busy Richard Branson is? There's so many other people that can give you even more value than Richard Branson will give you, because Richard won't have the time. So network that, go to places like Eventbrite, search or use a keyword and search for different, search for all sorts of events. There are free ones, there are paid for ones. So it depends on whatever it is you want to do.
Wow. Thank you so much. So this is Mr. Olawale Osan, and he is the founder and the creator of Journey to Beulah. Journey to Beulah. It's taking me a while now. Journey to Beulah. My Ghanaian and English accent mixed up together, and trying this Beulah is not, it's not that simple. But yeah, Journey to Beulah. So this is Journey to Beulah, the Bible-based best-selling board game, and you can get it on Amazon. Where else can you get it? On eBay as well.
And a number of Christian
websites. So Journey to Beulah. And this is Mr. Olawale Osan. So this is the amazing game. So definitely we'll go more into detail about the board game. There's so much in here, and I believe it's such an amazing game. I went online to find out more about it, and the reviews were amazing. It's in an amazing quality. It's not just any paper game, just one that you can just open and rip. You just play and then it will change color. This one is amazing. It's quality Bible-based board game, and it gives you more information, makes it more fun. A lot of times we can sit down as Christians and reading the Bible and thou art and they art, and you can even go to New Living Translation and still fall asleep in the middle of reading. Sometimes because you're tired, other times because just Holy Spirit is not giving revelation yet. But when you play these games, it makes reading the Bible so much more exciting, and yeah. So a question that would like to ask you, Mr. Olawale, is what are challenges you have encountered in developing and selling this game? So I'm sure there's so many challenges that you've definitely encountered in developing. So what are some of the challenges?
Okay. Now, before I get to the challenges, I really like to talk about how you get an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now, while you're working through an idea, because you can't just sit down on your own and say, well, you can sit down on your own and say, I want to develop something, but there's going to be a point where you need to test that idea with other people. Now, if you're not an open-minded person, maybe you speak to someone now and they say, oh, this doesn't work. You need to be able to take that on board and, okay, try and process that and not just say, no, or what you're saying, it doesn't make any sense. I'm going to go the way I want to go. You need to be open-minded, basically. You need to be a team player and be able to bring people on your team and willing to, people you're not paying a dime to, that are willing to support you to get your idea. You need to transform. You need to become a leader overnight. Carry people along, right? So, and doing that means you need to be a good listener. So when you get people over to you somewhere in an office or whatever, and you're trying to tell them about the idea and show them maybe a prototype you have, and you're not listening to them, people will know that you're not listening to them. So you need to be take your time, listen to what they have to say, take it on board, be open-minded, make changes where you need to. If there's some changes you need to make, don't do that. So those are the things you need to do. And you need to have a passion for excellence. If you don't want to strive for excellence, and you think, oh, you're going to leverage your connections to a certain part of the community, maybe you're Christian, you want your Christian brethren will buy at least as a Christian product.
Just willing to fail, basically.
Exactly. It's not, it doesn't work. Now, that said, the challenges that challenges, we can talk about that from now till tomorrow, but I will try to keep it as concise as possible.
Wow.
Now, from my perspective, I'm going to address this to the people in the Afro-Caribbean community. Number one, the culture and the mentality.
We don't support each other.
Well, that's one bit. Now, the thing there is, a lot of people want to become part of success. There was a time when, anytime they talk about Google, for example, everybody knows who Google. Google is less than 20 years old. They started in a garage in San Francisco.
Wow.
Now, not a lot of people will want to work in a garage. People, our culture and mentality, people just want to be part of success. Now, you can't show me a business that dropped from the sky out and was $1 billion business.
Not
people
possible.
Build businesses, So that's why, even if you don't have an idea, you can partner with somebody. You said you have an idea, you're looking for people to work with you. You have an idea, some other people might not have an idea. I have people that, it's not saying they have any idea in particular, but they're willing to help me improve the idea I have and willing to support me to take things forward. So there are two people, you can be the one that has an idea and the one that doesn't. Because you don't have an idea doesn't mean you can't do something. You can be a co-founder.
Wow.
Okay.
And we have co-founder here.
Yeah. Now, you see, the thing is...
Yay!
You see, we have things like, I'll ask you, now, you know who Bill Gates is, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the name Paul Allen?
Who's that?
Okay, who's that?
Please.
Now, you know who Mark Zuckerberg is, right?
Yeah.
What's his company?
Facebook.
Okay. Do you know who? Have you ever heard the
Please
name?
don't
Hold
question
on.
me. Don't test me.
Have you ever heard the name Chris Hughes?
If I heard of him, he plays a board game somewhere on TV. I don't know him.
Okay. Have you ever heard the name Eduardo Saverin?
Who?
Okay. Now, these are people that are billionaires because of the shares they have in Facebook.
Wow.
So they were co-founders, but nobody knows about them.
Wow.
So the way to start something, you don't have to be the person with the idea. You can be a co-founder because your contributions to the business is just as valid. Now, I've mentioned these guys now. We have this culture, this mentality around us that, this is the guy that does it. It's Bill Gates, on his own. It's Mark Zuckerberg. It's Steve Jobs. It's not true.
Wow.
It's not true. You can, what you have is as valid as what's the comfort. Sometimes a founder might have an idea, but if you don't have the co-founder to help him maybe create the marketing plans and take it to market, it's not going to go anywhere.
Wow. Wow.
So that's one thing, the culture and mentality. And you were saying something about not helping each other. Now, I'll give you, I'm not going to mention the name of the place. Now, my co-founder and myself, we went to a charity. This was the charity for one of the biggest churches in the world.
Wow.
I'm not going to mention the name. Now, the main person, the chairperson of the charity, we just went to go there. We were going to donate some games to them in recognition of the good work they were doing in some parts of Africa. And we took, I think we gave them 3 boxes of games. That's like 24 units. So, that's like, 24 units. So when we got there, we gave a presentation about the board game, how it works, and we told them that one of the reasons that why this was created was just not, other than being inspired by the Holy Ghost, that we want to show other people that look like ourselves that we can create things to encourage other people coming, behind us, that they can do stuff as well. Just have an idea, if you're willing to work, you can make it happen as well. And everybody clapped. Now, they were asking us there that, can we get 40 more games over to them? And we were saying to buy, and they were saying no, to donate to them. These are people that we just gave 24 games.
Wow, so those are more free things.
Exactly. And the thing is, they didn't ask us, not one person there asked us to say, come to our church, let's come and speak to our congregation, come and, we'll buy some of you, we'll use it for our children's church. All they were willing to do was to get it for free. Now, the thing is, within the community, a lot of people don't understand how business works. Because you stand in front of them, they think, oh yeah, that's it. We didn't need any help. Wow. Everybody still needs help. No matter how successful you are, you still need to get to the next level. Because it's not just about the board game. There's so many other things that that Journey to Be that we're working on. That we need to. So you can't say we always need more. We always need the help. So that's one thing. The culture and the mentality is. That's one thing about it. Another thing another big challenge was marketing and raising awareness. That is key. So one thing I'll say before we go on break is, if you spend £10,000 on developing your product, whatever it is, budget another £10,000 to £20,000 to market it.
So even double. So marketing is the most difficult part. The part you have to push the most.
Yes. You might have a great product, but if nobody knows about it, how are you going to sell it? It's not going to go anywhere. You might have the best product ever, but if you don't know how to sell it, that's it.
Wow. So obviously, does that mean you need to have a marketing skill? Guys, please tune in straight after this break to be able to find out about that. And definitely, we have another question to sort after the break as well, which will get you guys staying and holding on. It says, from Dr. Vincent says, how is it played? Can one grow spiritually playing it? So you can hold on. And
I'll answer that after the break.
So please make sure you stay tuned. And when you come back, we'll be able to answer the question.
We'll be on Facebook Live, so they can join us on Facebook Live.
Okay, join us on Facebook Live as well. On Mandy Favorite Ofori in 5 minutes. Okay. So please enjoy this tune. Adonai and Fit Sakodi.
Go.
Okay, so that's some of the questions. Let me see if I can get the link. Show on Facebook. Show to blessing.
Silence Radio. Radiating the light.
Thank you, Fabi Janet Ayola says very right. And then we had Blessing, who said thank you so much for answering all her questions and wonderful concepts. So where are we now? Challenges.
Yeah, challenges. This is how you market, and how you test your idea.
Sorry, I know you don't speak Ghanaian. Okay. Let me just get the link and share it.
Yeah, somebody was asking about how to pay. The instructions are in the what's it called? The box.
Okay. So if you want to know about the game and how to play the game, there's instructions in this box.
And I think I said something about, can he help one go
Very spiritually. That's what you're going to be answering after the break. You can still give an answer and then double answer after that. Don't worry. If you want to talk some more. So yeah, guys, please share this video as well. Anybody that's tuned in, share this video, and so others can learn and know about how to start a business. Especially as Kingdom people, I don't think we support each other enough. And when it comes to our businesses, and it's really sad, very, very sad.
I will take you to my friend.
You take me to. Okay. What's your friend going to do?
What's he going to do?
Yeah.
No, the friend that you know.
Oh,
Media.
the media.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's exciting.
Yeah,
we're
we're still like this.
Okay. So have people been able to come on Facebook Live? I don't know.
I don't know. Some people are still working, so we probably need to give them something to give them.
About.
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions, please send it across. Thank you, Isaac Benjamin. I read all your messages. The message you sent earlier, so I read it on here. So thank you so much for sending earlier. I know I didn't read it earlier enough. Thank you, Emmanuel, for tuning in as well. Please send in any questions that you have about marketing, about the business. Just talk. Don't worry.
Or should you drop your slide or your... Is that how you run us through your slide? Or you...
Yeah. About the game.
your game?
So this is the game.
So is that like...
I don't have the slide for the game. I don't have the slide for the game.
No, I'm saying the slide is coaching and this is the game. So which one will you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Mr. Olawale is a business coach, or should I say?
Yes.
Please talk more about that so we can learn more about.
So, a lot of people have ideas and they don't know how to take it forward. So it's not as if they even don't have, they might not have people around them. So, and I find that's like, very common with a lot of people. So that's one of the things I do is people come to me and say, this is what I want to do. I help them run the numbers. That's one of the first things to do some research, run the numbers, look at the, maximum money you can make from this, minimum and medium. And we, agree a business model. We want to know a business model. We know how much money we require, and we'll start. We'll take it forward from there.
Wow. So definitely can help you out with any business ideas that you have.
Yes.
Help you expand your ideas on that
Yes.
business and see how you can work it out.
Yeah. Come up with a business plan. Come up with a market strategy. Help with social media. Give you ideas. Things that. I've taken a year plus to learn, things that I've had to pay £500 for, £600 for to learn. Those things you can get them overnight. You won't have to go through the things I had to go through. So that's just one of the things. We need more mentors in the community. People that wouldn't that have products they want to sell on Amazon, that would want to sell on eBay. There are ways around that. I've had to waste money. So other people won't have to, I've had to waste money. It's not like really wasted. It's it's money that's gone. I can't get back. But at the same time, I spent the money. I got experience. So it's that experience I'm going to give to other people, so they don't need to make the same mistakes that I did.
Wow, and that's so important that you don't have to make mistakes just by learning from Mr. Olawale on how to go about your business, because I believe there's so many mistakes that we could prevent, so much money that we could,
Exactly. And the thing is, the more people are in business, the more help, we'll be able to provide for each other. Because now there was nobody I could go to go and find. It took ages to find someone to manufacture the board game.
Wow.
Just to do that. It took ages. Now, I had the money to spend and all that, but there's nobody, I didn't know anyone to go to. So eventually it was just a Google job, eventually going back forth and all around the houses till I found someone that was willing to manufacture it at a good price.
Wow. So you have to be willing to do a lot of research.
A lot of work.
A lot of work. Wow.
A lot of work.
So if you're not willing to work, then you can't do
There's
it.
just no point. There's no point. And there's something else about people stealing other people's ideas. If you're not willing to put the work in to take your idea to life, to bring it to life, why would somebody else be willing to steal your idea and take it to life?
Wow. So we've got a question. Anita says she forgot her question, but Anita, please send in your question as well if you're, tuned live on Facebook. I've sent the Facebook link again, so please send in any Facebook messages as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning again. It's the Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. My name is Amanda, the host for the show. Hope you're having a blessed and wonderful evening so far. So if you just tuned in, you're not too late for the show. We still got about an hour to go, for the show. And today I am joined by a very special guest, the founder and the creator of Journey to Beulah. And his name is Mr. Olawale Osan. He is a business project manager as well as a business mentor. And yes, he can mentor you to start up your business. So hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us,
Hello,
sir.
thank you very much for having me once again.
Thank you so much. So from the beginning of the show, we found out a bit about Journey to Beulah, the game, as well as how to start a business. And if you have problems financially, we've talked a bit about that. And then we'll be going on more about, personal attributes and entrepreneurial attributes. But first of all, we'd like to talk more about the game, Journey to Beulah. I want you to see what's in the packaging. Okay. So I know that those who are listening cannot see what's going on, but if you're on Facebook Live, you can join us. And I think I'll be very good with description on here. So don't worry. This description will explain in picture. So this is the board game. And it's an amazing board game. It's lovely, you can easily fold it and package. You can take it away with you if you're on the plane, if you're traveling, if you're on the bus. It's not one big board that you have to carry, like the African board, the one that they play Ludo. You have to carry the whole thing, and sometimes you just break it on your way of traveling. So this one, you can't break it. This is amazing packaging. And so it's got different parts of the game just on here. So this is the board, and in the middle here it's got Bethel. And it's got Zion and it's got Canaan. So
yeah, those are the cities on the board. There are 4 cities on the board: Bethel, Canaan, Shiloh, and Zion.
So that's the 4.
So the aim of the game is to actually be the one that has the most points when the game ends.
Oh wow!
And the game ends when one player starts over there and goes around the board once and gets to Beulah. That's when the game ends.
Okay.
So and one gets points by answering questions, Bible questions. This is. On your way, you have different types of questions you can ask. You have, that's the instruction booklet.
So that's the instruction booklet on here. And the instruction booklet says instructions, quiz, questions, and answers. So the instruction booklet has got all the instructions that you need in order to play the game so you can understand how to play the game.
And we have a deck of cards.
And we have a deck of cards to play the game as well, which is on here. And it's got, different symbols as well as the meaning. For example,
and people, and all sorts of people on there.
So it's got different sorts of people as well. This is old time. It says worship 2500. And
those are the points you get.
Those are the points. Sorry. I don't know the game. I have to learn the game later.
It's fine.
So so these are the points that you get on the game. I'm sure there's different people on there. And for example, it's got people at the back here, and it says 1 Kings 4 verse 29, and God gave Solomon wisdom and understanding, exceeding much largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore. And Solomon's wisdom excel the wisdom of all the children of the East Country and all the wisdom of Egypt. So it's really in depth. That's amazing. You don't have to open Bible, big Bible, carry it everywhere. iPhone, that will distract you. If you just sit down and play this game, and you will learn something. Yeah? So yeah, it's very, very good. And there's got so many parts of the game as well. There is what's this one? A spinner.
Yeah,
interesting. Wow. So is this spinning you back centuries, or what is it doing? Is it spinning you back now?
Well, we don't want to give away everything about the game, so that's just one of the additional twists. This spinner adds a twist to the game.
Wow.
So.
Wow, that's amazing. So we've got a spinner here which adds a twist. And if you want to find out where to buy the game, you can go on Amazon and just search for Journey to Beulah. And how to spell Beulah is Beulah. Journey to Beulah. So, and that's the spinning on there. And then we have I call this Ludo, but I don't know what you call it. Dice.
Tokens
Or dice. I remember this playing as a child in Africa. Just playing with this, but yeah, this is a dice or token to be able to play the game. And then what do we have here?
That's the notepad for you to take your scores.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody can cheat for the scores, you can just write down all you need to write for the scores. Nobody can say, oh no, I won before I had this point. No, it's all written on here. Nobody can lie about it. And this is the, paper to be able to write the scores. So it's so amazing. It's really, really good. And this is all at a price of £20. That's very, very good price. Actually, this game can last you years and years. And, you can play it. And when you have grandchildren, you can even play it with your grandchildren as well. And great-grandchildren can all join and play. And it's a family game, or if you have a group of friends who come in together,
Yes.
Bible study. Yes, everybody studies. Some people are falling asleep.
Exactly.
Now open this Bible board game and play and learn, because not everybody can stay
with
awake.
this game, with Johnny to be nobody's going to be falling asleep during Bible study.
Exactly. So this is such an amazing way, an intuitive way of being able to explore the Word of God. We have to make it fun. We can't just every day, come and sit together, pray, read Bible, and then leave. No, there has to be different ways in which to learn. So, we have a question from Dr. Vincent. He says, how is it played? Can one grow spiritually playing?
How is it played? As I mentioned earlier, the game is a game of points.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the aim of the game is to be the one that has the most points when the game ends. And the game ends when a player goes around the board and gets to Beulah. Now, while one is playing, one needs to answer quiz questions. One needs to tell Bible stories. And you tell Bible stories by using cards. You get 4 cards at random. You can get a card that says David, Joseph, helmet, and shield. Everybody gets 2 2 people cards and 2 animals, artifacts, and object cards. So it could be any animal or object. So, for example, someone that has the David Solomon card can say David was Solomon's father. David was also a warrior that carried a sword and a shield in battle. So you use them to make stories. Not everything will be that linked, but you need to be able to think. It makes you think about what I say is it brings the Bible to life. So what you've learned, how can you connect it? When you get cards that says Nehemiah, Priscilla, temple, and slingshot. Now, Nehemiah was a character from the Old Testament. Priscilla was a character from the New Testament. So what's the connection between Nehemiah and Priscilla? There's no connection. But if you look at Nehemiah's attribute says perseverance. Priscilla's card says service. So you can say Nehemiah served the Lord and built a temple to God. So you can connect it that way as well. It's about thinking about how do these things connect. So, you think about it, it makes it real. It's good for kids, good for adults, good for teenagers. You have it at a barbecue. People want to play a game. It's very good for it as well.
Wow, and that's amazing. I think it will definitely get you to dig a bit deeper in the Bible. For example, there's names you haven't heard of, and all of a sudden, like, who is this person that's turned up?
You want the last time we played it with a few friends, they were saying, "Oh, I need to go and read more about this person. I need to, who's this one? I need to read more about it." So it gets you thinking, and the questions as well. So that's how it's done, really.
Wow, that's truly, truly amazing. So please send in your questions as well. So can it grow you spiritually? That was the question.
The
answer is yes. It can grow you spiritually. Because once you have wisdom, I believe, about something, about a situation, about someone, that you can then go to God and pray about it and say, God, this is what you did for this person, and it will just get you deeper into the Word of God, which will build you up spiritually, because you want the Word of God to be not just reading it and just moving on, but you want to learn more about these people, and like the symbols regarding the people, symbols, or should I say what the people were called for. It gives you understanding of who the people are and also their characteristics. And I believe that is so important in building not just your relationship with God, but also building your character, because you find out who these people are and what they had that God used them. Okay. And yes, so we also have another question actually from Blessing. So thank you so much, Blessing, for all the questions that you've sent. So we'll go on to one more question and we'll go on to follow what we began here. The agenda here. Okay. So Blessing said, should I save for my business, or just start with the little I have? In other words, I desire to start a business in a specific area. Professional equipment would cost thousands of pounds. Or should I start with not so professional equipment and work my way up? I want to build a professional brand from the beginning. I don't want to compromise quality. So Blessing wants to start, very, very well. She wants to start her business professionally. She wants to start it with quality, not just, any quality. So what would you say to that?
Well, I appreciate the fact that, brands, building a brand is very, it's something that takes time and effort. And I understand the need to not want to compromise on quality. But what I'll say, I'll put this back to Blessing to say, now, you've already said buying professional equipment costs thousands of pounds. You might not have that now. So let's say you don't get the money to buy the professional equipment for another 2 years. And in that period of time, someone that was able to raise the funds has gone to occupy the space you want to occupy. So when you now get the money, you start fighting to gain the market share. Now, everybody knows that, there are things called, when you, especially in the tech world, there are things called MVP, that is minimum viable product. So what that means is, whatever you have, just deliver something that can give people value. So now, in other words, if you want to start a talk show that is going to impact a lot of people, people will forgive the fact that you're not shown in 4K if the content is very good and really impacts them. And that is what's going to help you to quickly raise the funds to get to to buy the equipment you need. So my advice to you will be to start and make the best of whatever little you have till you can get to the point where you're able to buy the things you need.
Wow. So just start from where you are.
That's it.
Work with what you have.
Work with what you have. Don't wait, things change every day. Just do what you need to do. Start it. Get there. Don't wait till you have the £10,000 or the £20,000 or whatever it is you need. Just start from where you are. And the thing is, when you start there, you can even now go and approach investors to say, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've been able to do in this little time. And they'll be willing to give you money. That's different. That's a different story from saying, oh, I want to do ABC. Please give me money to buy £20,000 worth of equipment. They don't know how good your idea is. They don't know how dedicated you're going to be to this. But once you've started with little you have, that shows a level of dedication. So it just opens doors for you that way.
Wow. And that is so amazing. So Blessing says, perfect. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, Blessings, for all the questions that we've asked. Blessing has a YouTube page as well, and her name is Blessing Ashani Adiyemi. So search on YouTube, and she's got amazing videos about our faith, about walking as a young woman of God, on her walk with God, as well as various things that she would like to talk about. So thank you so much, Blessing. So visit her YouTube page as well and support her YouTube page. So I have one more question, and we'll go on to this. Okay, so I have a question from Andrew, who is also a radio presenter from Genesis Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Andrew says, I don't know if this question has been asked for funding, but it's been said that blacks struggle to get funding from business ideas, particularly from banks. What other methods can we use to get funding?
Okay, what I'll say, Andrew, is networking. Now, banks, I know I didn't get any money from banks, and like I said earlier, there were a few people that offered to give me everything.
You have to even pay double interest.
Yeah, no, with no interest. They were willing to give me everything.
Oh wow!
I wanted to, I needed. They offered to give me everything, and they'd say, "This is how much it's going to cost to print the first batch," and they offered to give me everything because they saw what it was. I printed it out. They knew I was a serious person. That's it. Now, banks are not usually the first place for you to go to. Depending on what you want to do and how much it's going to cost, you can speak to friends and family first. At 10 events, you find people there that are willing to support you. It's not just that. Now, there are a lot of people in the Africa community. They've started, all sorts of networking events. We run some networking events, Beulah Corporation, me and my team. And where we try to help people raise funding as well. There's another group I'm part of. It's called the Millionaire Club, which we try to help each other.
Which I need to join.
Which we try to help each other to get to, we're trying to like raise, create businesses that can raise millions and we can impact people as well. So that's been started by a visionary, Blessing Theophilus Israel. So you can join some of those groups and eventually you'll be getting people that'll be willing to, they hear about your idea, they know what you need, and they can connect you to other people. There might be someone now that's looking for someone to invest in what you're doing, but because you don't have access to them, you can't get to them. So networking is very, very key. Leave banks for now. If you want to raise a lot of money, if you're still looking at maybe a few £1,000s, you don't need to go to a bank. That's just my suggestion.
Wow. So you don't need to go to a bank.
You don't need to go. If you need, £5,000, you don't have to go to a bank. And start paying interest right away, because you start paying interest right away. What if something happens? What if you need to go in a different direction? And maybe you need a break for maybe 6 months or something? If the bank will understand, the loan needs to be paid. But if you're speaking to an individual, they know what the challenges are. They'll be willing to okay, all right, this is fine, I understand. And yeah, take 6 months before you start paying me back. They understand. I want advice you to go to the bank initially. So
we believe that when you start with what you have and just pray, just be prayerful about it. I'm sure there's a lot of prayer that went into this, game. It's just a board game, but it's not just a board game. Okay, so going back to what we were talking on, talking about the marketing. Yes.
Now, marketing, raising awareness, that's the most difficult thing. Now, I say this because until you get involved, that's why I tell people to start. Until you start doing these things, until you start your business, you will not understand the things you need to fix.
But the thing is, it's not even start. Where do I start from?
Now, where do you start? It depends on the idea.
There's too many things to start.
No, it depends on the idea. It depends on the idea. What do you want to do? When I say start, say you want to start a radio show, okay? You want to start a radio show, right? You have an iPhone. What you need to do, buy a microphone and start recording it on your phone. You can start with your phone. You don't need to do anything. There are a lot of apps on phones. You can start from there before you start saying you want to raise money. And when you start doing that, you now realize how difficult or easy it is to get an audience for what you're trying to do. Wow. Now, one of the things I did when I was putting this together, I said, okay, all right, this is a world-class Bible-based board game. It's a world-class product. It's comparable to any product you see, any board game you see on the shelves in leading bookshops, or maybe even better than some. And because of that, I didn't put 1p in the budget for marketing, because my assumption was
that would be easy.
No, we'll go to a few churches, we'll speak to a few people, we'll sell the game will sell itself. But it doesn't work that way. There's you need to capture Facebook. You need to understand how to use Twitter. You need to understand how to use Instagram. You need to, depending on what you want to do, you need to get a blog and start blogging about it. You need to get people, you need to create strategic partnerships to help you get the word out there. And if you don't start from networking, building a team, you won't get it becomes overwhelming. You can, I'm going back to the point that you can't do these things on your own. Because, example, like I said, marketing is that's you can use word of mouth, which is good. It will take you so far. Social media, that's good. Use influencers, networking as well, and you can do network marketing. For example, people like Mary Kay, Forever Living Forest, they use network marketing. But depending on what your product is, it might not be conducive to network marketing. If you have a service you're running, you can do network marketing because you have to deliver the service. But you can partner with other people to say, if somebody buys, you can, if someone buys something from you, you can offer them this as well. You can have strategic partnerships to take things forward.
Wow.
Now, my team and we had a networking event earlier this year where this guy came over and he liked the game. He bought one of the games and he went away. When his church was they were going to have a weekend away for couples in his church, and they bought 52 games.
Wow.
Just from networking, I got that order from them just because I met the guy, liked the product,
And he bought so much more. Thank you, Chanda, for joining us from Germany. Really appreciate you for joining us. So today's topic is about starting a business and running it successfully. And I am joined by the founder and creator of Journey to Beulah. And his name is Mr Olawale. Mr Olawale is enough. I'll just leave it there. And basically, he's the founder of Journey to Beulah, a Bible-based board game. It's a best-selling board game, and it really encourages you not just to read the word, but get into the word and grow spiritually. And so this is the Bible-based board game. I'll show you a picture of it. So this is Mr Olawale Osan. I'll say it now, Mr Olawale Osan, and this is the Bible-based board game. So if you're in Germany, you can still order it as well. It's called Journey to Beulah. It's a Bible-based board game. You guys can all come, together as a family or friends or sisters. Just come in and just play it, and you find out so much about the Word of God. It makes it so much fun. You can go on Amazon to get it. So it's Journey to Beulah. It's Beulah, and then Amazon as well as eBay, and it's £20. And inside the box, there's so much on there. And so much in here. There is the board itself, which has the different temples, and it's just on here. I can't open up everything here, but this is it here, as well as there's cards which you can play with as well when playing. So you play together in a group. There's the different cards, and they have Bible scriptures behind it. So, it was very fun. It's not like coming to a Bible study and some people can't concentrate and people are falling asleep. No, this one will keep you awake.
No, this one will keep you awake, and you'll be saying, tell me where that story is in the Bible. Show me.
And it makes you think, isn't it?
Show me.
And when it asks you to show you, and then you're not even opening up on the Bible before, you're like, Lord, where is this part of the Bible? Who is this man that I've never heard about? So, it gets you into detail, and that's exciting. So, yes. Sorry, listeners. So, this is Mr. Olawale Osan, and he is the creator and the founder of Journey to Beulah. So, thank you all for those who've joined me now. Please send in your questions regarding starting a business. Thank you, Blessing Theophilus Israel. And thank you so much. I'm about to read some questions that you sent through as well, Blessing, so that Mr. Olawale can answer it. So, Blessing says, how do you start a business with no money? I think the money issue is a big thing because everybody's been asking about that, and definitely. And another question is, what if people don't believe in my vision? So I'm going to get everybody to hold on, because what's going to happen is going to go on a break. And so I want you to hold on for 5 minutes, and we're going to think, he's going to think about this. I'm sure the answer's already in his head. He's going to just speak it out.
Please, let me tell them now.
Okay. Oh, we have music break to play. Oh.
That's fine.
Okay, so please just stay tuned for 5 minutes. When we come back, that should get you to hold on and send in any questions. Call this number as well if you have any questions. 078 37 299 499. Okay, so please enjoy James Ingram and Michael Donald. Yamo Be There.
Yamo Be, yeah, I love that song.
The song.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Michael McDonald. I love Michael McDonald.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
So, two questions do we have again? We have, how do you start a business with no money?
Yes.
And which other one?
People don't believe in your dream, and I think that's the painful one.
Okay.
What if people don't believe in your vision? There's things that you're doing, and people don't believe it. Like, leave this one alone. She's not going anywhere with it.
Should I? Listen, you see, the thing there is, what people need to. That's why you need to be open-minded. Okay, you can't take things personally. Remember, I think we need to go back on those things. We have the entrepreneurial attributes, and we have personal attributes, right? So one of the personal attributes is you need to be open-minded. You can't take things personally. Okay, because people will come to you and be discussing your idea from a number of places. You need to be able to contextualize whatever it is they're telling you. So people might be envious. That's why they're saying whatever it is they're saying.
It might be envy, guys.
Exactly.
It could be somebody just envying you.
Just
check where the spirit is coming from.
Yeah, and some people don't understand it. So, but you see, there's a thin line between the idea not making sense and you having the next big thing on your hand. So you need to be able to be discerning to understand where the idea is coming from.
Exactly.
Right. So that's it. Now, I think I was quite fortunate that nobody told me, oh, this idea doesn't make any sense. You know, some people were saying, oh yeah,
because maybe they can't say it to your face.
Well,
You are a respectable man in front of them. You can't say rubbish idea. Don't
well,
stay behind.
you know, we had some people saying things like, oh, why don't you have an app or something? You know, why don't
Wow,
you,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, we're going to create an idea, but the thing is, one of the things we're trying to, when you're playing an app, you know, most like when you're playing an app on the phone, it's probably going to be yourself. The idea is to bring family, bring friends, people together. Not, yeah, you know, not let's play together. You know, that's not everybody go on their phone, they're going to play on their own or against somebody somewhere far away.
Come on TV.
Yeah, you can do it. We're going to do it. That's the next step. We're going to do it.
That's exciting.
But, you know, we want people to be able to like, you see, the laughing, the fun. It's one of the things that is very good about it.
Wow, so that's amazing. So that was one of the questions. People don't believe in the idea, or people put
You
it down.
find people that can be okay. Now, another thing I was going to say about that is.
So do you close them out on, stop talking to them about it?
You don't need to. If you raise an idea, people keep saying, you know, it's a stupid idea. You can't let people kill your spirit. Now the thing is, Apple Inc. computers, iPhone, and all that. There's a man that had almost 50% or some high percentage of Apple shares. He sold it at less than £1 million. The shares he owns now will make him a billionaire 10 times over because he didn't believe in it. He had the shares. That's someone that bought the shares, but he didn't believe in it. He sold it because he thought Apple wasn't going anywhere and it was an investor. So we have people like this all around the place. You know, the chairman of IBM in the 1970s didn't think there was going to be a market for a big company. He said maybe we'll sell to a few universities and some hospitals to run some company, and that's it. Now everybody has a computer in their phone, so in their pockets on their phone. So people don't, you know, you might have people in place of that don't even have the vision. So find like-minded people. Yeah, network. I can't emphasize.
So network by going to network programs or
networking events. Yeah, you know, after, you know, even if you have a job, even if you have a job, go to, you know, after your, you know, take, you know, if there's some events, you know, find somewhere close to your office, you can go there, spend a few hours before you go, meet new people, get things to stimulate you. There's so many different ways, you know, discover opportunities. You speak to new people that are not the number of people, regular people you speak to, and new things start happening. You can't remain in the cocoon or the bubble you're in. You need to go out there and meet new people.
Wow. So obviously when we go back to live again, Mr. Olawale will give us an answer again for this question so that people who are also live listening can also, you know how to combat this problem of not being supported. It could be even be family members, it could be friends, you know, very close friends, and you can even lose friends sometimes with ideas, and it's quite scary because you come to find out who people truly are and whether they will support you.
Listen, if people don't support you, you don't need to take it personally. Yeah, it's just, you know, the level of the vision. Some people can't see past their noses. It's not, you know, it's just them. It's nothing. They just don't understand it. So you just need to find people that can understand it. You know, find like-minded people. Get a team around you. A team that can help you actualize your vision.
Wow.
Not people that are going to hold you back. People that will help you move forward.
Hello. Thank you for tuning in again. It's the Keeping It Real show on Reconcilers Radio. My name is Amanda, the host for the show, and today I am joined by a very special guest. His name is Mr. Olawale Osan. He is the founder and the creator of the best-selling Bible board game Journey to Beulah. And he is also a business mentor as well as a project manager. And he's here today to tell us more about how to start a business, how to build, and also the various difficulties we will face. Okay, so just before the break, we promised to answer this question. How do you face people that do not actually believe in your idea or your dream or your vision? What if people don't believe in your vision? And how do you start a business with no money? So we first start off with, how do you start a business with no money?
Okay, how do you start a business with no money? Now, starting a business with no money can be quite difficult, depending on whatever it is. Now, you can become a blogger with no money. That's one business you can start. If you have compelling things to write, you know, have a Facebook page, have a Twitter account. Those things don't cost a penny, right? And start blogging, sharing your blog. Eventually, people will start coming to read it. The more people that can read it, you can start monetizing your page. That's one business you can start without money. Another business you can start without money is podcasting. Now, you just need to buy, find £15 or find someone to donate a mic to you, to buy a mic, connect it to your phone, and start interviewing people. You don't need a lot of money to do that. Now, that's no money. Now, if you have things like £100, £150, £200, a lot of people have been making money from something called Fulfilled by Amazon, which is they find products that sell on Amazon, look for producers in China that can make it for them, they order it and they ship it to them and they start selling it and they take the difference. They sell on Amazon for maybe £10 and it gets to Amazon for £6. The £4 profit they take that in 100 places. That's £400. You have £400 to build on. So there's so many different ways to make money. I'll give an example. There's a guy on YouTube. He's the highest paid YouTube star. It's called PewDiePie. He's from a Scandinavian country. This guy, I think there was a year that he earned almost $20 million. And what does this guy do? He started by filming himself playing video games and people were watching him. They liked his commentary. That's it. You can start filming yourself. Most people have a phone. Just get a tripod or find somewhere you can stand it up and start something. Make sure the place is very lit, well lit. People can see you. They hear what you're saying. That's it. There's so many things. There's something called the new economy. There's so many ways you can make money now. Now, people need to please look past the 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 will give you money, which is good. It'll give you money to pay your bills at the end of the day. But the thing is, maybe it might even give you wealth for yourself, but you're not generating wealth for other people. It's just for you. Now, building a business might leave a legacy for generations to come. Wow. So there's different ways to start.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, another question is, what are the benefits since you have been in business? Is it, difficult to juggle? Because working a 9 to 5 or working working as well as trying to fit this business in, is it difficult? Does it mean more responsibilities? What are people to expect? Does it mean more burden? Obviously.
Okay.
Financial freedom.
Well, there are a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is the kind of connections that the people have, the connections I've made, the people I've met. Now, there's practically nothing that, like I said, I run a consulting business as well, with helping people to bring their ideas to life. Now, there's absolutely almost nothing, no business that someone wants to undertake that I can't introduce them to somebody. And that's a function of having met people over the past few years because of Journey Together. I was one person that never used to network, that never used to do anything, but eventually having a product, I didn't have a choice. I had to do what I needed to do.
Wow.
So that's one of the benefits. Now, I'm able to help more people because of the people I've met. Now, I still have a 9 to 5 because Journey Together is a business. We're taking it to the next level. But for now, it's a business where I don't need to go out there selling it myself. Anybody, now while I'm sleeping, people can go online to buy it on Amazon.
While you're sleeping, you're selling.
This
one. In your dreams.
You can go to Amazon.
He's dreaming and selling it.
eBay to sell it. But if you have something like a restaurant, you're a very good cook, you're a very good chef, and you have a restaurant, it's going to be difficult for you to run your restaurant unless you're just going to be doing it at night and still going to do and still going to do that. So it depends on the kind of business you want to get involved in.
That's very true. Some businesses can be very time consuming.
Exactly.
You have to think about ways in which to be efficient.
Exactly. And some businesses you can put systems in place and it just runs itself. For example, if you're a blogger, you can write 3 blogs in one day and post it over a period of 3 weeks.
And I think it's so true. I mean, I got into radio through blogging, and I've not been very consistent now. But when I first started, I was blogging every 2 weeks, and I did get discouraged along the line because I was not being as much supported, or people were not liking. But I kept going, and I had amazing people around me, like Blessing, who supported me as well, and they would share my blog. And so I definitely think that you're not always going to be supported throughout your journey in whatever you're doing, but you just have to encourage yourself and be like, okay, God has opened this door for me and God is doing this through me. I'm going to keep doing it, because you're not doing it to please people. And yes, there are going to be times where you're going to be like, oh, I'm not getting anybody to say, oh, Amanda, you're doing well, or this thing that you're doing it very well. But you keep doing it because God is the one that's watching you. and God will take you where He needs to take you. So you keep doing it. So thank you so much, Chanda Abija, all the way from Germany. Hello, sis. It says, hey, Mandy, greetings. Bless you, sis. Bless you too, sis. And hope you've been enjoying the show. Please send your questions. This is Jenny to Beulah. The Bible-based board game, and it gives you much more in detail about the Word of God, as well as makes the Word of God very, very, very fun. So Chanda said, awesome. Chanda has also got a blog, so you can search her on Facebook as well. Her name is Chanda Abija on Facebook, and she's got a Christian blog. And just search for her on Facebook, Chanda Abija, and you'll be able to find out more about her blog. I've forgotten what the name of her blog is, sis, but you can post the name of the blog down there and I'll be able to share it. And Blessing Theophilus Israel said, I am so glad I am finally able to join the interview. You are both doing extremely well. Thank you so much, sis. And Prince Omoba says, well done, sir. So thank you so much for that. And Blessing Theophilus Israel said, I agree with you, Olawale, on the importance of networking. That is how we meet. And
now, very quickly, I'll give you an example about the power of networking. I told you about one event where we did where this guy came and through him we were able to sell 52.
mm-hmm.
There's another guy I met. He's into insurance. He's very good at what he does. His name is Prince. So Prince came to me to tell me about insurance. Give me a review. And although I had things in place, but because he was so knowledgeable about what he did, I said, okay, don't worry, we'll do it. And I spoke to him about the game. He liked it so much he bought one straight away. Do you know that Prince now, because I'm willing to help him, I help him, I speak to people about, speak to this guy, he's very good, and I speak to him. Every client Prince gets, when he wants to give them a gift, he buys Journey to Beulah to them. Prince on his own has bought at least 30 games on his own.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. You need to have a strategic partnership, because that's how we're going to grow. No man is an island, like they say. We need to work together. Remember what the Bible says. One shall chase 1,000, two shall pull 10,000 to flight. We need to work together to get stronger.
Wow.
So, my business is going, his business is going. That's the way it works.
Wow. And Blessing goes and say, that is how we met, and my life has truly been blessed as a result. Oh, thank you so much, Blessing. Richard Caspi says, hello, watching from Atlanta. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Richard, for joining us all the way from Atlanta. And he says, good job. Hello, Keita. So Keita says, hey, Mandy. And Keita was here for last week's show. Thank you so much, sis, for joining us. Send in your questions. Please send in your questions, Keita, regarding any business, that you have, any ideas that you have. And also, I believe one thing I would like to ask, actually, very shortly after reading this. You are right. Babatunde just says, you are right, Olawale. Business generates wealth. And Keita says, what goals did you set at the start of your business? What goals did you set at the start of your business?
What I want Jolly to Beulah to be is a one-stop shop for Christian resources. So if you want, you want a Bible-based board game, you want a board game, something to relax, you have it. You want books, we have it. You want comics, we have it. We want clothing, we have it. So we're building out a stable of products. So that's what we want to do. We want to take Journey to Beulah to the ends of the world, to use it to spread the gospel as well. Now, there are people where, if you want to speak to them, you have friends, and you bring out the Bible to start speaking to them, they're not interested. But people want to play games. And the thing is, when you play Journey to Beulah with a friend, you beat that friend the first time, you beat him the second time, you beat him the third time. Eventually, he's going to pick his Bible himself to go and learn more exactly about this person. So that's what it is. It's good for kids. Journey to Beulah was designed in such a way it can be played with children, adults can play it. We say it's from ages 10 to 100. So even kids younger than 10 can play it, but as long as they haven't, if there's an adult to help them through. So it's just for everybody.
Okay, so what goals did you set?
We want to be the #1 Christian resource
at the start. No, what goals did you set in the beginning? So when you're starting something, you set a goal that, okay, by this time I want to hit this, or by this time I want to, plan this way. So for example, what goals did you set? Did you start saying, okay, I'm going to start doing the board this way? Or what goals did you set? I'm going to have the color look this way, or this is what I plan in the next 5 months, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. What goals did you set to start it?
That's a very good question. So that brings us back to a very, very granular level. Now, idea came in March. So I had somebody that I was trying to be, I had someone that I was accountable to, that was helping me with.
You can give a shout out.
What
Shout
is that? Pastor Nathan Curtis, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a very good, he's a gospel artist, so, and a pastor as well. So I started working through it. Initially I had the issues with finding a designer to help with this, and there were some technical issues with the board that were very difficult to resolve. I had nobody to talk to.
If you say technical issue, so
about the design.
Okay, about design.
Yeah, about the design of the board. That, how is this going to work? So those were the things that would have taken a bit of a time, but eventually there was this deadline that we were working towards that I had to make sure everything had to be resolved by then, which was Christmas 2015. We couldn't make Christmas 2015 because it came at the very, maybe 2 days to the end of the year. That's when it came. So we couldn't make Christmas 2015. So that's what we were working towards, to say we need to have this done by this date. So we were pushing the design, how to find the designer, how to find, how to think through the technical issues. Another thing why it took so long was there's no one. We don't have enough mentors that we can speak to, in people in Africa, Caribbean communities. We have, we're not very good with business, right? So, a lot of us are not business, we're not into business, we have 9-to-5 jobs, and we can't help, even if you don't know something, even if you have never sold something before, you can't give me advice about how to sell this. So, but if you were someone that had already gone to market, taken a board game to market, I can go to them and say, oh,
so you set goals that you want to take it to the market,
Yes.
Set goals that by, so he set goals that like by this day he wants to, release it. By Christmas, you wanted to release it. And then he was setting goals that, he wants to take it to the market. And
Yeah, we want to get into 20 Christian bookshops.
And this was the beginning?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, you just have to, you have to be. Now, I'll go back to the characteristics you need to have. Remember, passion, drive, tenacity, and a desire to fulfill a greater purpose.
Okay.
So,
sorry, I know I'm just cutting you and stuff, but we'll just go through the questions quickly, and hopefully we'll be able to go through this so that we can move on. How many viewers does one need to get before getting paid on YouTube? So that's the one of the first questions. So how many viewers does one need to get paid before getting on YouTube? And that's from Richard Cass P. And I'm just trying to go down more on that. I think there's it's a couple of questions. Okay.
Well, very quickly,
You can answer that.
Yeah, there are a set of number of viewers you need to have before you start getting paid. It's just you just need to monetize your account. Now, the more people that are viewing your page, the more advertisers will be willing to advertise on it. If you have someone that there's no advertisers for, nobody's going to be willing to pay for it. So the more views you get, the better. There's not a minimum number. You can be getting paid maybe 5p a week. That's nothing. But the more people you have, the more money you can make.
Okay. So Blessing says I have my copy for my godson for his Christmas present. Kita says amen. Chanda Bija says God bless you so much. I'm going to check Amazon on the game. Woo! Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Shanda, all the way from Germany.
Christmas is coming.
Yes.
Get the #1 rated Bible baseball game. It's quite affordable as well. It's well priced.
Yes.
It's the cheapest on Amazon. So
yes, and you can play with your friends. We'll be very, very excited down in Germany. Thank you so much. And her blog is called A Walk in Her Shoes and is on WordPress. So go to WordPress and search for A Walk in Her Shoes. She's got an amazing Christian blog on Revelations and so much going on. Revelations, about the Word of God and so much going on that could encourage you on your walk with Christ. And it's Richard Caspi says, please ask my question for me, please. So how can we get this product to sell?
Oh, okay. Richard, if you send an email to info@journeytobeulah.com, info@journeytobeulah.com, or look for Journey to Beulah on Facebook and send us a message on Facebook as well, and we'll get back to you. We'll let you know how that can happen.
Okay. And Principal Omoba said, well done, sir. And I'll just get one last comment, I believe, on here. Isaac Benjamin Yaku says, this is a great idea. Please, what are we to expect from you next time, as I believe this generation can benefit from your ideas.
Well, Journey to Beulah is going to come up with our next products are going to be puzzles for kids. We're going to have comics as well. We're going to have cartoons. We're going to have action figures. So look out for a Samson action figure. So we have got a number of things coming up. Just stay tuned, and with your support and help, we will get to where we need to get to.
Wow, that's amazing. And then I have a message from Anita, all the way from London. He says, I've recently become a wedding singer, and I'm getting some bookings in already. My full-time job was a contract which ended in July. My plan was to look for a part-time to keep me steady until my music can keep me full-time. What would you advise I do? Go part-time or look for another full-time role or generate a side hustle?
Well, the first thing I'll say is, because you said you're a wedding singer, I'm part of a group of, it's called the Elite Vendors Network. So it's all sorts of wedding vendors. They're always looking for, singers, someone that can do all sorts. So if you get in touch, I can probably put you in touch with that group, so you can, let them know, become aware of your services, and they can start booking you. Now, regards to your job, it depends on how demanding your job will be, and how easy it is that you can get time off to do the things you want to do. Now, if your job is going to take your mind off your side hustle, which is the singing and developing it, I would advise you to get a part-time one. But it depends. You know what your financial situation is. But if it's something, if your job is going to be, your side hustle, your singing is just going to be weekends, you can still have a 9 to 5 and do what you need to do.
Yep. And we had a quick question from Richard Caspi. Says, can you throw more light on the Amazon business, please?
Yes, Fulfilled by Amazon. Now, Fulfilled by Amazon is becoming quite saturated now, but there's still some space there. You just need to find certain products that you think are moving. There are people that ask you to pay all sorts for it, but you can do some research. If you send me an email, send an email to info@journeytobeulah.com. Get in touch. I'll be able to shed more light on that.
Okay. So Anita says, what did he say? The Elite networks, or in terms of the singing?
Elite Vendors Network. It's a group of about 200 or so, 200 odd not Christian vendors. They're just wedding vendors. People that provide AV equipment, people that provide flooring, bakers, people that do decorations, people that do makeup, all sorts. Anything you want for a wedding or for an event, that group can provide it. So they're always looking for people. Oh, I need a wedding singer for this. I need some people that can do dance for this. So it's something I can, if you get in touch, I can, get someone to add you to the group, or I can be sending you anytime somebody asks for your services. I can, and I get that across to you.
Lovely, that's good. And Blessing Ashani Adimi says, Christmas gifts sorted. So yeah. Blessing said Christmas gift sorted. Thank you so much, Blessing. So you can get you on Amazon, and she's going to buy as a Christmas gift for someone. So thank you so much for that. And Richard Caspi says, please, the email address again.
It's info@journeytobeulah.com. That's info@journeytobeulah.com. info@journeytobeulah.com.
Okay, so I'm just typing that now, so you can continue to, So guys, yes, that's all the questions, I believe. We're just going to run through what other stuff that we need to talk about.
No, finish.
So info@journeytobeulah. Beulah.com. Okay, so info@journeytobeulah.com. Okay, so I'm just typing that on here for you, Richard. Okay.
Yes. So now we'll go back to challenges that are faced. We've spoken about the cultural mentality, marketing and raising awareness, securing investment. That's very, very key. Now, if, like I said earlier, if you don't need to have you don't need to go to the bank. Have a very good case, a solid case, and eventually network more. You find someone that is willing to give the money you need or partner with you to take it forward. Now, another thing is, there's a dearth of mentors in certain industries. I had to do everything concerning Journey to Beulah from scratch. There was nobody I could speak to. Things I should have taken, things I didn't need to spend money on because I wasn't aware I wasted money on it. But I've done that, so other people don't need to do it. So you can get in touch, and I'll put you through as much as I can. Now, another issue is building a challenge. It wasn't so much a challenge for me because I had people around me. We've been trying to do things before, and it wasn't too easy. It wasn't too difficult. So building a team of people passionate enough to get involved. I know a lot of people have that, but you just need to keep at it. Once again, it goes back to networking. If you have a good product and people see that you're serious, they'll be willing to support you.
So Richard Caspi says, hope you will reply my mails. He'll reply, don't worry.
Yes, no, we're not. I'll pick up the emails and I'll respond. I'll give you my personal contact details so you can get in touch with me directly. So we can, connect on WhatsApp. We'll send the email. As long as the email comes in, I will be in touch.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. I know that we've come to an end of the show. I believe we spoke more or less about everything on here.
Well, we probably need to have another session to take these things in detail.
Yes, definitely, because there's so many questions that we couldn't actually talk about, all the things that we need to talk about on the slide. So hopefully we'll be joined again by Mr. Olawale, and we'll continue in detail about this topic, because I believe it's an area where many people are looking to start a business and really don't know how. So thank you for all the questions that you've sent in. Thank you for all those who've joined me on the show. Thank you for all those that have contributed to the show. So I'm so grateful. And would you like to say some final words, possibly?
Well, thank you very much, everybody that was listening. We look to getting your orders on Amazon and eBay. Christmas is coming. Let's, because Mandy was saying earlier that we don't support each other. Give the money to Journey to Beulah. It's going to be going to a good cause. Not Toys R Us. We're working with about charities to bring things forward. The more games we sell, the more people will be able to help and support, and the more products we'll be able to bring to life, and I'll be able to take this show on the road and help Christians like us to bring things forward. I'll be freed up, so I'll give up 9 to 5 and be able to actually support more people, provide the capacity, build more businesses, build more entrepreneurs, and create more wealth in the community.
So thank you so much for joining us. I know that we haven't finished talking and there's so much more. And Richard Caspi say thank you. I know there's so much more we'd like to talk about, but time is short. And so thank you so much for all tuning in. Tune in again next week, Wednesday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. But definitely you'll be seeing this man's face again, Mr. Olawale's face, hopefully in the near future, very, very soon. And we'll continue to discuss this topic as we were not able to complete everything. And blessing and Theophilus, he just said thank you. Thank you all for those who joined us. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. And tune in next week, Wednesday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Have a blessed evening. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye, Facebook Live. Yes, so thank you all so much. Baba Tunde Baja says thank you. Okay. Okay. All right, then. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for all that joined. And this is the game. Again, I would like to show those on Facebook about it. I know there's a lot of things here, but so this is the box, Journey to Beulah, and you can carry it anywhere. It's not like the African game where it's gonna break. So this is very good, and this is the board game as well.
Those are the cards.
The cards, sorry. So the cards, and there's various cards, and then there's various questions that you can ask, and then so please go onto Amazon, Amazon.co.uk, eBay, search for Journey to Beulah, BEULAH. And on Facebook as well. What's your on Facebook, Journey?
Yeah, Journey to Beulah. Please like us in Journey to Beulah. Follow us on Twitter, and like us on Instagram. We'll be grateful.
Okay, and Blessing Ashani Adime says thank you for answering my question.
You're most welcome, Blessing.
Oh yes, lovely. So how can people also get in touch with you if you want to be mentored by you, as a business coach or
Well, send an email to info@journeytobeulah.com or send an email to my personal email address, olawale.osan@journeytobeulah.com. So that's it. And if send me before we work with anybody, you can be assured that your ideas will be safe. before I work with anybody, I sign a non-disclosure agreement, so you can be rest assured that we're not going to be taking your ideas anywhere. Myself, my team, and I will be willing to work with you. So get in touch. We'll let you know how we work. We'll send you how to proceed, and we're willing to take those ideas. We love ideas. We love ideas. So get in touch, and we'll be willing to support you.
Thank you, Andrew Hamilton. Thomas, thank you for all your questions that you sent. Says, bye. Thank you so much for all those who tune in. Thank you, Isaac Benjamin, for all the questions and all the support that you've contributed towards the show. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Blessing Theophilus as well. So have a blessed and wonderful evening, guys, and please join me again next week, Wednesday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and hopefully I'll be able to be joined by Mr. Olawale again very soon. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. God bless you. Keep dreaming about those ideas, but don't just dream. Wake up and start planning it, so you can move forward.
Do something with it.
Yeah, we all need to do something
Yes.
with our ideas, and yeah. So, you want to say anything else?
That's it. Thank you, everybody. We'll be looking forward to your orders.
Yes. So Amazon.co.uk,
eBay.
eBay. Exactly. And then also on Facebook, just follow on Facebook as well. And you can find out more information about the game. It's only £20 tuned in.
Yeah, and if you can tell tell the people in the congregation about it, so people know that this is going to be a great Christmas gift. So we'll be, we always need more awareness. So tell people about it. Tell your friends. Tell family. Share. I'm going to share our latest e-flyer so you can send it to people. Christmas is coming. Buy Journey to Beulah. It's a Bible-based board game. It's interesting. It's fun. It's educational. It's edifying. So it's great. It's 5-star. So please get one and tell someone about it as well.
Yes, please make sure. So thank you so much for all those who tune in. Have a blessed and wonderful evening. I know Hannah Tope, thank you so much for joining. Just joined us now, but you can play this video again, sis, and you'll be able to find out all the questions we asked regarding the show. And yes, find out more also about the Bible board game. It's an amazing interactive Bible board game for the whole family, and it's called Journey to Beulah, and you can order it on Amazon as well as eBay for £20. Have a blessed and wonderful evening, guys. Thank you so much for this evening. God bless. Bye.